Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, your YouTube Messiah, ultimate, never duplicated superstars and Vicious. The overall this week was in Atlanta, Georgia, beautiful wrestling town. Now, before we get into Raw, just like always, we're gonna switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind. And the big highlights from last week's SmackDown, well, it started out with Bianca Belair coming out to the ring, talking about on how she's set for her match with Asuka later on that night, and she's going to get back her women's title. And then Charlotte came on out, saying, whoa, listen, I'm here as a friendly. I'm just saying, I'm pulling for you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to win tonight. Because I want Bianca versus Charlotte down the road. So, I'm pulling for you. I'm cheering for you. Good luck, kid. You're going to need it. Just remember, when you win, I got next. So, then they see later on, partway through the show, you see Charlotte talking to Adam Pearce like, oh, easy. Listen, I know you are worried about some kind of interference and you're going to want to bar me from ringside or something, so I'm going to save you the trouble. I'm going to leave. I'm going to get my bags and I'm going to go. Just like that, I'm going to go. I don't want you to worry. I have no plans, no intentions of running interference or nothing. Then Pierce is like, okay, cool. Turns around, then sees Bayley and Io, and Io taunting, saying, like, with the briefcase, like, I could cash in at any time. Bayley, yeah, we'll hang around, maybe see something, maybe have a cash in, maybe not, who knows. And then Pierce, like, turns back around, sees Charlotte, and then Charlotte's like, you know what? Second thought, maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to leave. I'll see you later. So fast forward to the ending. The main event of SmackDown was Bianca versus Asuka. Asuka. Yeah, needed the heart pills. Bayley and Io, they had tickets, so that way they got around Pierce's little people banned from ringside rule, which, I'm thinking about it. WWE officials may want to make a clause saying if a talent's banned from ringside, they shouldn't be allowed to purchase a ticket. I'm just saying. But either way, Bayley and Io came out, and then you see Charlotte. Bayley and Io were here. Charlotte, she came out waving a ticket, was all the way on the other end too. So the match that Asuka and Bianca had eventually had a schmoz finish. It was Bayley and Io hopped the barricade, then Charlotte did. And then Charlotte had an argument with them too, and then it turned into Io going and cracking Bianca with the briefcase, which ended in a DQ, and then it was big flim-flam, everyone going after everyone. Io tried to do a cash-in, and Asuka got the hell out of Dodge. So, aside from that, the other big events that happened on SmackDown, Sheamus and Ridge had a match against the two most tastiest snacks on SmackDown. Pretty Deadly, oh yes boys. Pretty Deadly got the win because, heaven forbid, those damn dirty villains wound up doing some kind of dastardly thing to secure a victory. Damn. Zelina Vega had a match against Bayley, and the big story from that match, Bayley got the win, but the big story was after the match, they showed up on the Titantron. Shotzi sitting on the floor looking all manic, like she's on the verge of a mental breakdown and snapping. Talking about when Bayley cut a piece of her hair off, and then showing Shotzi shaving all of her hair. And then Bayley and Io just looking like, oh, fuck. I think we just fucked ourselves over because she's gone crazy and a crazy Shotzi. Kind of scared, but at the same time kind of flips my trigger at the same time. And okay, I'm just gonna say this, and I absolutely hate that I have to address this, but I gotta. I got pissed the fuck off when all these other guys out there that do the same kind of stuff I do with their shows and go on Twitter and stuff, but they want the big difference between me and them, and I feel. I don't go out there pretending like I know everything that's going on inside a company or a business. These guys were stupid enough to go and put out shit like, oh, I can't believe Vince is making her shave her head. I can't believe they're making her do this. Why are they making her do this? Next thing you know, she's going to look like Serena Deeb when she was with the Straight Edge Society, all this, that, and the others. They're doing like Molly Holly, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you guys. Seriously. Fuck you. Fuck you guys with a rusty fork sideways. That's all I got to say on that. Her fucking sister's got cancer. She shaved her head off to fucking give support to her. I mean, come on, seriously. You want to be that? You want to have your head so far up your own ass like that? Just... Ugh. You know, it's a good thing, the internet, it's a good thing, ways that you could watch media like on phones or TVs or whatever. It's not like it was in the old Jetsons cartoons where, you know, on the video phones where you could reach through the phone and choke someone, because I swear to God I would to at least half a dozen of them people. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of you out there that watch this show that would do that to me, and believe me, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I may kind of be into it. Moving forward though, before we start getting into topics we're not comfortable with, Jey Uso came out addressing the attack last week on him and his brother Jimmy. Jimmy wound up getting taken out. And then Jey, he comes out dressing, he's the tribal chief, he's the one in charge. Not Roman and you know, he's all sorts of hopping mad because his brother got put in the hospital, and then mein savior, Paul Heyman, came out with Solo to address that, you know, that this Friday coming up, Roman is going to be on SmackDown, so that way him and Jey can have a one-on-one to address the rules of engagement for the tribal warfare. And then Paul, spinning it as only Paul can, talking about on how Jimmy is in the condition he is, not because of him, but because of Jey. And then Solo gets the mic, gets all up close in Jimmy's business. I ain't never gonna forgive you for this. And then it turns into a big fight, them two go back and forth at each other for a minute, and then Jey pops Paul Heyman with a super kick, and then, you know, and then it leads to a little bit more of a scuffle, and then he gets out. So, other than that, the other big highlight was they did a United States Invitational where they did a Fatal 4-Way on this. And then they're going to have another Fatal 4-Way this Friday coming up. And then the winner of both of those are going to go one-on-one to determine who faces Austin Theory at SummerSlam. So, this one had AJ Styles, Santos Escobar, Butch, and Grayson Waller. And I got to tell you, this was a damn good Fatal 4-Way. I really enjoyed it. And now, partway through the match, AJ looked like he was about to go and secure the win. And then again, they showed on the Titantron, they showed the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, beat up, down on the floor, and then Cross saying, we ain't done, not by a long shot. And then that stopped AJ's momentum altogether. Fast forward a little bit more, then Santos Escobar got the win, which, I'm not going to lie, I was actually kind of surprised on. And that's not negative on Santos, it's just given the names that were in there, it's like, well, you look at the odds pool. Santos didn't necessarily have the odds in his favor. So, that was I got to say, that was good. I was all for it. You know, once it, like, whoa, alright, that's cool, man. Yeah. I mean, King Cuerno was my guy back in Lucha Underground. So, you know, I fucking love Santos. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much all the highlights from SmackDown. So, with that said, let's get into this week's show. Raw Atlanta. It starts out with Atlanta's own golden boy, Cody mother-loving Rhodes. See on how I tried to censor myself? I tried to censor myself there. I tried to be a little fucking nice, you know. Can't say fuck all the time. Oh, fuck, I did. Fuck. Anyways, Cody motherfucking Rhodes came out, started the show, hyped up on how he wants Brock and that his family is ringside, and had his oh so lovely mother there, and then saying, you know, me and her, we've had our ups and downs, but if there was two words to describe our relationship, hard times. And Lord knows I've tried, you know, Cody then basically kind of went into his own version of a Hard Times promo. And I'm not saying it is his version of a Hard Times, but his own kind of way of comparing on how Brock Lesnar is putting hard times on him because he wants Brock, but Brock's not answering. And Cody basically saying, you know what, Brock, I've been told you're here. I'm just going to wait here. But wait, let me guess. You're not going to show up until 9. Well, you know what? At 9, I'm going to be here again. But wait, I'm going to get told you're not going to be here until 10. Well, guess what? I'll wait. I'll be in here again at 10. But wait, then we'll get told you're not going to show up until the last minute. Well, then, you know what? Guess what? I'm be here at the last minute. Brock, I want you now. And then we get no answer, so Cody then goes off, says goodbye to his mom. The entourage has with his mother. Music hits. Like, oh, okay, guys, you stay here. I'll be right back. And then Cody gets to the walkway, right at the ring. He's like, all right, come on. Huh? All right, no show. All right, I get it. Starts to go up the ramp, sees the fans, thanks them some, and then music hits again. He's like, all right, that's it. And then he gets his ornery stomp, like that looks almost like Squidward walking mad, like like that. And then all you hear a bit of a scuffle, and then you see a chair thrown, and then you see Cody thrown out, and then Brock Lesnar comes out, Brock looking like Brock does, then beating the crap out of him. Rolls him down the entryway, then beats him up, then gives him an F5 in front, then gives Cody an F5 in front of his mom. And one little note the commentators didn't mention, or nobody else mentioned out there on Twitter and all, when he landed, Cody was grabbing his knee. I noticed that. He was grabbing his knee, so I'm like, like, I think and this is just me speculating. It looked like he may have tweaked it on the landing. I'm hoping it's nothing serious, just like, landed wrong, just give me some ice and some ibuprofen and I'll be good. One of those kind. But then Brock put the Kimura on right in front of Cody's mom, ringside, let go, put him in the ring, then did it again to the point, and then just, boop, did the little pop, and then leaned over, got the mic, leaned over. I'll see you at SummerSlam, bitch. And then walked off. So, and then so it's official. In the immortal words of Adam Pearce, it's official. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Okay, cool. So let's get into the first match of the night. Matt Riddle versus Gunther. Non-title match it is not a title match. And this really good, solid back and forth. And I gotta say, it was good, solid back and forth. Gunther's chops. He was chopping the soul out of Riddle on this one. Like if you ever saw the first Doctor Strange movie, you know, you see that part where the Master just does that thing and then it makes Strange's and you see Doctor Strange's astral body pop out of him. That's pretty much what what I imagine it feels like getting a chop from Gunther. I mean, I would not want to get a chop from that man. He scares me. So yeah, it was a decent match. Gunther, obviously being a fucking monster, beating the hell out of him. He got the win when Riddle, he was getting some momentum his way, went up to the ropes, did the floating bro, got countered, and then Gunther, boom, powerbombed him. 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, he got up on the commentating table, got a mic. People were booing. You can boo me all you want, but I am still your Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Drew McIntyre, you want this? Good luck, because you would have to step against the Ring General. Next up, we got women's tag team action. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green going against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Now, before this, Liv and Raquel were doing an interview. And as they were in the midst of the interview, excuse me, then Rhea Ripley came over, talking about on how you stay out of Judgment Day business. Liv was then, oh, listen, we're just, wham! She headbutts Liv, and then Raquel and Rhea start scrapping a little, and then Rhea kicks out Raquel's knee, and then they go say, we need medical over here. Then we see Raquel in the trainer's room, Doc saying, I don't see any signs of damage. Technically, you could go. I want to get some images, though. I just want to make sure. Raquel then saying, no. We went down this road before, then we lost our titles. I'm not going down it again. I can go. Pierce saying, listen, I don't want to put you in a spot where you're not comfortable. You say you can go. You're saying she can. Yeah. Okay, that's on you. If you feel like you can go, the docs say you can go, go. So, Liv walking out, grabbing John. Damn. And Raquel with a tweaked knee. So, yeah. Now, so as far as the match went, it was decent enough. Liv was kind of being tossed around for a bit, and then Raquel got hot tagged in. Then Liv got hot tagged in, but you could see when Raquel was in, I'll give her credit where credit's due. She played it well working with the tweaked knee, hobbling around on it some. And, excuse me, not really playing much to any of her moves that really require leg strength or anything. You know? It was a decent enough match. If I had to make any gripes and complaints, I'd have to say on how the ending went, what it was. Chelsea Green, she hit the unpretty her on Liv, and then Sonya did the running knee on her. But the big complaint is how Liv how Liv took the unpretty her. Like, she just dropped to her knees. And like, seriously, like, you go back and you look at anytime Christian, Breeze, or anyone else has done the unprettier. Boom! Flat, face flat. They go face down. But in her case, she just dropped to her knees and, like, you could see her hands go over her face, like, oh, ma'am, like, okay, that's on how you want to take it, cool, but, man, the camera did not do you justice with seeing that on TV. Just, ugh. So, your winners and new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. And I know some people were saying, well, why did they get the titles and Money in the Bank if this was just going to happen? Okay, here's the thing. Let me put it to you like this. Would you have wanted that? Could you have seen it go that way if it was still Ronda and Shayna as the champs? So, yeah. Next up, we got Alpha Academy going against the Viking Raiders in a Vikings rules match, which I didn't know was a thing until now. They decorated the sides of the ring with shields and had the front of a long boat right at the entryway of the ring, right at the front of the ring, in front of the entryway, damn, that was fucking cool. They also had Titus O'Neil on commentary, which I thought was fucking amazing. You know, they said the rules are can go anywhere, anytime, false count anywhere, no disqualifications. Honestly, I'm just picturing now a Vikings rules match at WrestleMania with that and just some more longboat extravaganza kind of stuff going on there now. But man, as far as this match went, the Alpha Academy, they started slugging the Raiders right before the bell. Gable, man, he was moving all over on that longboat right at the start. Like Eric was throwing some stuff at him, he moved out of the way, and then just in quick fluid motion, boom, rolled off and jumped off the longboat, did a senton on the Ivar, went to go for the cover right away. A lot of good action. Action. And there was room for it to breathe, to process it in. So it wasn't like super fast-paced action where you didn't get time to take everything in. It was just like at one point you saw them getting thrown into the shields like, ooh, damn. I don't think those things were gimmicked. Ooh, God, that's ugly. Ow. And yeah. And it was just non-stop mayhem. At one point, there was a table propped up into the corner of the ring. Valhalla started to step in. Maxxine stepped in with doing a dive off the top to stop her, and then she got put through. Then Valhalla put her through the table. It was a decent match. It came to an end when the Raiders, they did a double power bomb onto Otis, because after the table spot, Otis just got in the ring and he looked like, did your girl just put her hands on my girl? And Otis just had that kind of look, and then it was just like, man, like, ooh, you done messed with the wrong dude right here. And then just went off, and he was going hot and fire for a good bit. And then, but yeah, then the Raiders, they did a double powerbomb onto Otis, got the win 1-2-3. And I can't say I'm too surprised because it's a Viking rules match. You gotta have the Vikings win the first ever one. So yeah. Next up we had Shayna Baszler going against Nikki Cross in a squash match. Afterwards, though, the main story for that was after the match, Ronda Rousey was in a press box, running her mouth in a way that did not benefit her one way or any which way, shape, or form. Talking about on how, I could have gone through the front door like you, spent all my time on the indies, doing this, doing that, and then going into the developmental and having to learn and hone my craft and all through this, that, and the other through Legends, or I could have gone through the back door. Doing all this, becoming the most decorated woman in combat sports history, blah, 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 and then get to here. Which, honestly, my big takeaway was, so Ronda's saying she's comfortable going in the back door? Are we not phrasing? Is phrasing no longer a thing? I feel like it should be a thing here. So, yeah. Just, listen. I'm going to say this, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this. When Nikki Bella does a better promo than you, that's when you need an acting coach, and for the love of God. A lesson from Rip Rogers. Look at yourself in the mirror and practice your promo. Look at yourself. Study yourself on it. Your body language, your mannerisms, the way you say it, your tone and tenor on everything. Just good God. Like seriously. Like I said, Nikki Bella does a better one, and she makes a phone sex operator seem and she makes a phone sex operator not seem monotone. Just, ugh. So yeah. Yeah, the big main thing that came out of that was Ronda said she'll give Shayna a match at SummerSlam, so we're going to get them two at SummerSlam now. Next up, we got Shinsuke Nakamura going against Bronson Reed, who they're now billing as Big Bronson Reed, so I'm just going to address this now. Bronson Reed, he's billed at 6 foot, 300 something pounds, okay. People are asking, well, what do you think of the big? What do you think of the big? What do you think of the big? Well, the average height of a U.S. male in America is about 5'9". So he's above average, which would technically make him big. Plus, he has referred to himself as the big, thick boy. So, yeah. Good for you, dude. So, yeah. There's that. As far as the match went, man, Reed was bulldozing over Nakamura. He started to build a bit of a comeback post-break. Match came to an end, though, eventually, unfortunately, through a disqualification when Tommaso Ciampa wound up attacking Bronson Reed, and then eventually knocking Reed out of the ring, and then Reed just like, yeah, the hell with this, and then walked off. And then Ciampa looking at Nakamura like, sorry, man, listen, he got my business. I had to say something I had to do something about it. We cool? And then Nakamura, wham, answers him with a high kick. Later on, you see Nakamura getting an interview, asking about it, saying, I'm getting tired of people getting involved in my business. I'm getting tired of people getting involved in my business. So, yeah. Excuse me, sorry. So now we come to main event of the night. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn going against Damian Priest and Dominik Mysterio. And this came to be because earlier in the show, Judgment Day were out doing a promo. And then KO and Sami came out addressing them like, listen, guys, nobody here in the good great city and state of Atlanta, Georgia, paid their hard-earned money to want to hear Dominik Mysterio. So instead, how about we take on you guys, so that way we can shut you up and give these people what they want. And then Priest and Dominik, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Put them titles on the line if you're going to go up against us. And Sami, well, I'm all for it, but I don't want to jump into anything rash, so I'm going to run this by my partner right here, KO. Kev, what do you say? And Kevin just sitting there looking, or not sitting, standing there, looking mad like he's trying to bite his lip from going off. And then he goes off, saying, what do I think? What do I think? I think I want to go down there, punch Dominik Mysterio's teeth down, so then I want to beat the living crap out of Senor, Mr. whatever he wants to call himself, Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. So you want a match against us tonight? The only way you're going to fight is if we put the titles on, so it is on! So yeah. So now we get to this match. Now, before the match even starts, Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere, takes out Finn Balor because while Seth was being interviewed, Finn comes out, talks about on how he's not done with Seth. He wants that world championship, and Seth just looks at him. Dude, you had your shot. You're done. We're over this. I'm over this. But if you really think you're that bad, do something about it. Otherwise, get out of my face. And Finn, wham! Sneaks a shot in on him. And then Seth, then we lead into that attack with Seth, which makes Finn get the hell out of Dodge. On a side note, they did also announce Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship, so yeah. So, as far as this match went, man, it was good. Faces, they were leading at the start with the heels leading into the break. Sami wound up being the punching bag for a little bit, and then KO started being the punching bag. It was a decent match. Excuse me, sorry. Throat's been dry. It's this air quality stuff going around. Air quality stuff about with the Canada smoke. Sorry. But decent match. I thought it was good. It was a good hell of a main event match. And also, and as the match was going on near the end, mayhem and bedlam ensued, and then Liv Morgan came out of nowhere, attacked Rhea Ripley because of the attack that Rhea did onto Raquel earlier on. And then as that's going on, KO, boom, pops a stunner on the Damian Priest, and then Sami Zayn pops the haluva kick, hits the haluva kick onto Dominik Mysterio, and 1, 2, 3, your winners, and still WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So with that said, now that is it for this week's show, folks. So please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at Tim Vicious. Also on my new threads, John as Tim Vicious on there. Tim Ash is my name on there as well. Thank you to my executive producer, Ollie Ray Ben, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check out it on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. All that good shiznit details are down below. Also, thank you to contributor of the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Folks, don't forget to check out LFC on Tubi. It is free, so you got no reason not to see them. Also, thank you. Make sure you check out go to whatamaneuver.net for some Vicious Rants apparel. Help support the show. We got AC in here now. Christmas season is coming up, and I do have a very big family, so that would help out a lot. And do not forget to check out these girl-ass cats right on the Twitter. Kitty Killer DSB on the squad. Be Diabolic RA, Sergeant Curry Pants and Dubs in your face. And folks, like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck you.